We all face challenges, difficulties, tough times from time to time. But there are practices and tactics that we can try that help us cope and can help us gradually move forward. So I'm Vanessa King, Head of Psychology and Workplaces at Action for Happiness, here to introduce our tips for Jump Back Up July, based on our key to happier living of resilience. Now, the first tip is thinking about what are our fundamental beliefs about the world. Do we think the world is fundamentally good despite everything going on, or actually fundamentally bad? And it's easy to think the latter with all that's going on in the world. But evidence shows that fundamental belief can actually impact our health and happiness, and we can find ways to actually notice more of the good in the world. So this month's tip is to hunt the good, hunt for evidence of goodness in the world, despite all the difficulties getting on. So it might be little moments hidden away in news stories. It could be something happening locally. It could be people taking care to plant flowers in their street. It could be taking time to make sure a neighbour or a stranger in the street is okay. But look for the good in the world, and you might be surprised with what you find. Secondly, when we have experienced tough times or are experienced tough times, it's of course, it doesn't feel good. But what can we do to either find the silver lining, if there is one, and sometimes there isn't. But if there isn't a silver lining, what can we learn from that experience to take forward into our lives? And the third tip is a little mindful breathing practice, just whenever we need a calm pause, or maybe before we even need a pause. So it's called 3 by 3 by 3 breathing. Very simple. Breathing in for 3, holding for 3, and breathing out for 3. And do it 2 or 3 times, or maybe set the timer on your phone for a minute. So let's just do it a couple of times now. I'll talk you through it. And of course, my pace may be different to yours, but just to demonstrate how it works. And you can give it a go along with me if you like. We'll just do it a couple of times. So you might want to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let those shoulders drop. And then just breathing in for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Holding for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then breathing out for 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's repeat. Breathing in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Holding for 3. And breathing out for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then notice how you feel after that. And obviously you can do that wherever you want, and wherever you need to. You don't need to obviously count out loud. And you could try it for a minute. You could just try it 3 times. And use it, as I said before, punctuate your day, or use it ahead of something that's going on that you may be a little bit worried about, or whenever you need a little calm pause. So that's it for this month. The 3 tips are being a hunter of goodness in the world to help balance out all the bombardment we have of the bad things that are going on. Secondly, it's when we are in the midst of difficulties and challenges or are after them. Is there a silver lining to be had, or is there a learning to be had there that we can take forward? And thirdly, try that 3 by 3 by 3 breathing technique whenever you need to. So as ever, we love to hear how you're getting on, or indeed your own ideas around resilience and what's helped you on any of our social media channels, or especially in our app, which is free to download wherever you get your apps from. And it's a lovely, supportive community that can certainly help bolster resilience when you need it. And so that's it from me. Thank you very much for listening or watching, and look forward to seeing you here again next month. Thank you.